So hi guys, assalamu alaikum. I hope you guys are doing great. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good by the grace of God. And today is a beautiful day. It's raining outside and it's quarantine. So I'm working at home. As you can see, I have my laptop here because there is one or two things I need to finish for my work. And I decided I feel like today I'm in good mood and I felt like I want to share with you my story. I know so many of you are following me. Thank you so much for subscribing, and they really don't know a lot about me. So I'm going to give you a brief story. Maybe there'll be part one, part two, part three. I don't know. I'll just give you a briefing of who is Mariam Jamila. And yeah, so let me just close this. I'll have to get to it later. So my full name is Mariam Njoki Muraga. That is the name on my ID. I'm the fourth born in a family of five. I'm a loving daughter to my dad and mom, alhamdulillah. Doting sister. I have three sisters and a brother. And I'm a so much loving mom to one adorable son. So I was born a long time ago. I'm sure you saw my 30th birthday, which I just turned 30. I celebrated my 30th birthday last year, October. And I'm currently a single mom raising a son who is in high school. Yeah. And my story is long. I was brought and raised up in the village in Murang'a County, that is in Kenya, in the central part of Kenya, a place called Githima Kahevu. That's where I was born and raised up. I went to Githima Primary School, and at some point I went to stay with a relative. I didn't stay there for so long. So many things happened, family issues, and I went back to my family. And the reason I had gone to stay there, it's because like things were not doing great with my parents. They were not doing very great, and my other family, my one of our relatives decided to pick me and stay with their daughters and raise us together, of which didn't happen. But I thank God for I stayed for them like 2 years, and they brought me back to my family. That's story for another day what happened. But what happened is that like I misbehaved. I was invited for a birthday party and I went without asking for permission. To them it was so rude, it was not good, and it was okay, and things do happen, right? So they were so embarrassed. I remember my dad, how he was begging when I was taken back home. My dad took me back again to the family, and how he was begging, please stay with her, or she might change, she will never be the same like this. Anyway, things happened and I had just to go back to my father's house, and I'm so sorry for embarrassing my dad. And I'll never forget how he was begging. But thank God, alhamdulillah, things do happen and shit happens, and it happened. And I went back to my father's place and I finished class 8. And after finishing class 8, I after doing class 8, I was supposed to go to form 1. Unfortunately, I couldn't join form 1 at that time because I had my three other elder sisters. Two of them were in college, and one of them was in high school, and it was too much for my parents to pay. Like they couldn't afford that much, so I had to repeat again class 8. So when I did class 8 the second time, my parents again couldn't afford to take me to the school, that the boarding school. So they took me to a local high school, secondary school, or a high school, whatever. Yeah, that's where they took me, and that's where I was supposed to join form 1. Alhamdulillah, I joined form 1. And when I joined form 1, this is where another story began. So I don't know if I should continue or should, yeah, let me just continue still because I have time and I've decided to do this. So when I joined form 1, things were so great, were so beautiful. I remember this day, it was on February 2nd. That's 2005. That's when I joined high school. I'm that guy, that kind of woman who mingles with everyone, and I make friends so quickly. I make friends like And this is what happened. When I went to high school, my sister was there. He was in Form 3 and I joined Form 1. And there was this music festival, drama festival that was going on for the high school. And immediately I joined school. For me, I presented myself and I told them, you know, guys, I can do this. I used to do poems a lot when I was in primary school. And I have so many certificates like this. I used to go up to provincial level, national level. I have those big papers like this at home, for certificates, yani, for I used to do poems and stuff like that. So I joined high school and the drama festival was ongoing, and I fixed myself and I told them, you know, guys, I can do a solo verse. And they gave me something. They told me, oh, it's okay, don't do solo verse now, because everyone had, like, there was no script for me. So they told me, you know what, you will just join, okay, and just go with us and class. So I was the only from one person who was to go for this drama festival. So I remember that day. I can never forget. This was on 11th of February 2005, and that's the first time I saw the father of my baby. And one thing led to another. So we went for the festival. I didn't have anything with him. But I saw this handsome guy, and, you know, like, Fisileta, I saw this handsome, good-looking young man, mashallah, 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 and I felt like, he's nice. But I didn't have any thoughts in my mind. I didn't have anything. I was not even planning to get a boyfriend or anything. So when we went to the drama festival, and everything was fine. And, you know, this, like, high school guy people, when it comes to time to go home, they didn't want to go home. So by 6 p.m. they started hiding. So the father of my son, my baby daddy, my ex-husband, was the one who was the transport manager for the buses that were rented for us to go for that drama festival thing. So he remained in the bus, and he saw this beautiful girl standing there lonely, and she told me, oh, you know what, just come and sit here and wait for the others to come so that we can go home. So it's in the front seat, the driver's seat. He was sitting at one side, and then the driver and me, those to just skip and sit here. Little did I know that why I passed him to come and sit here in the middle, I'll be passing him like that when I'm jumping on his bed. So guys came and we went home, and kalas, that was done. On this bus, there was this other guy who they were working together with. He was from my home. We used to call him Mash. May his soul rest in peace, inshallah. He died last year. May God rest his soul, inshallah. So my Mash was from our home. So the following Sunday, I saw these two idiots in our hometown. Unajua pale kwa kaploti, and I'm like, this is not so and so. Me and my sister were sitting in front of our house, and my sister's friend. And he was like, yeah, I went and said hi to them, and I asked him directly. I told Maina to ask this guy, is this guy after me or my sister? Because I hate wasting time, you know. And this guy said, no, the small one, that is me. So things started. We became friends. He started buying for me gifts. I started having love. You know, I had never had any other boyfriend before. He was my first boyfriend. So we started to go out. He would bring for me gifts. He would, like, within the next 3 months, like, everything was so, like, I had changed. I became jovial. I stopped listening to I wouldn't listen to anyone, and nothing could stop me. So I remember on Labor Day, this is 2nd May of 2005, I happened to have met him, and it was raining so heavily. You know, guys, I was with him, and we went to his house. And he told me, no, let's go, I'll drop you back home later. I didn't go back to my father's house, and I slept in their house. And from one story to another, I really don't know what to say. So many things happened, and in the process of all this, within that 1 year, I became like, I couldn't listen. I wasn't listening. I wasn't like, I couldn't, yani. I didn't listen anything. So when I went back home to my home the following day, my father gave me the beating of my life. Like, nilichapwa karibu nikufe. And so the more my parents were beating me, the more I became more like, sikuwa nasikia chochote. And by August, you know what I told my guy, so unajua, like, mimi kama itabidi tukae pamoja, we need to get married. So what happened is that we got married. Yeah, we got married. Me and my, and when, where which class am I? I'm still in Form 1. So I got married to my man, and their parents came to our house, and they said, Kalas, no, stop looking for your daughter, she's with our son and she's married. And Kalas, I got married. Yeah, Kalas. So we did what's supposed to be done, but this, my parents didn't accept our marriage. My father, my mother, they didn't, especially my mother. She was so hurt, she was traumatized. Her that the fourth daughter, and it was not good. My family didn't accept our marriage, but I went ahead and got married. So August come September, and still this rejection from my family for the marriage and everything. And they didn't want, I told my husband, you know what, instead of, I'll be going to school, I was still going to school, and at the same time I'm still married. You know what, we need to get a baby for us to close this thing, and maybe our parents will stop following us anymore. So we decided to get pregnant, and I got pregnant on 25th of September. And we knew what we were doing. My baby was not a mistake. It was a discussion between me and my baby daddy, and I got my baby. I got pregnant for my baby on 22nd of September 2005. And so I still continued going to school until January, when I joined Form 2, and my baby was too big, and I decided, like, I should stop now going to school. No one forced me to stop to go to school. I was so comfortable going to school with my stomach, with my big belly, but at this point it was so big, and we decided, let me just stop going to school. And that's when I stopped going to school. And on May 2006, I delivered my son. Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. A bouncing baby boy. He was so handsome. You know, something I noticed about my baby that time was the nails. He looked so much like his father, and until now he looks so much like that, like his dad. I can't forget, he has a birthmark here. These are the things that comes to my mind when I remember my baby, and we're so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for so far, and we are so happy for our son. And then we will continue shortly the story, and keep tuned and stay with us, stay with me, subscribe, and we're going to continue the story shortly.